XRP has been in the works for quite some time now. Multiple decades, yes. Why are you so sure it's going to play out in the very near future? Thanks for everything. Things are in place at this point. So, like as an example, in 2024, when the reverse carry trade started to unwind, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act hadn't even been proposed. I put out my prediction in March of 2024 about the domino theory, and one of the components was the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill being passed. It wasn't even called the Genius Act at the time. I called it the stablecoin bill. That wasn't in place when the reverse carry trade started to unwind in August of 2024, and they shored things up. You know, they kicked the can. They were able to hold interest rates there in Japan until we were in position to be able to soak up those treasuries so that it wouldn't destabilize the bond market and put us in a Mad Max scenario. So you've got that. You've got all the acquisitions that Ripple made last year in order to be able to work at scale. You had the launch of RLUSD, which is the first stablecoin on the XRPL, which I think there will be more stablecoins issued on the XRPL in the not too distant future. Monica Long talked about that just the other day. So, you know, and then I've attended Swell the last 3 years. I was in Dubai, and then Miami, and then in New York here recently. In the previous 2 years, they still were talking about, you know, compliance, regulation, custody, digital identity, and they were like, look, the bedrock has to be in place before we can actually implement this stuff. The bedrock is in place now, and here in well, not here, but in 2025 at Swell in New York, State Street, BlackRock, Fidelity, many other large institutions gave timelines on when they thought this stuff would happen. And they felt like by the end of 2028, we would have full tokenization of markets. Like that was stated by multiple large financial institutions. And for that to happen, like we've got to get liquidity into these networks. We've got to get adoption, and we've got to get to work, you know, tokenizing real world assets on chain.